Hello everyone and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Mike Michaud and today we're at Piper Field at Marblehead High School as the Magicians boys soccer team takes on the Salem Witches. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. The refs today are pretty fancily attired in black shirts rather than the normal yellow shirts. Sartorial elegance on the part of the refs. I haven't seen the black shirts before. Must be something new. Salem comes into this game having won its first game earlier this week. They're a young squad and they seem to be undermanned with about 13 players showing up for this game, although they have 17 names on the roster. There's one captain, number 9, who is at midfield for the coin toss. Marblehead has at least one injured player. Ian McIntyre is his name, and he is one of the backfield defenders. Plays on the right side. His number is 13. He's one of the captains. Another somewhat injured, we're not too sure, captain is Paul Elder, who's been favoring an ankle that he injured in a couple of games ago. We'll see whether he plays. He's not on the field right now. I take that back. He is. No, he isn't. Okay. He's not on the field. Well, maybe he is. I'm trying to get these players lined up. Brady is in his regular position, and it looks like Paul Elder is playing in the stopper position. Brady is the sweeper. Elder would be the stopper. Also on defense for Marblehead are number 23 going after the ball right now and winning it. That's Jamie Marden. On the other side is Henry Poulin, number 12, in the backfield. So taking McIver's position on the right side is number 23, Jamie Marden. I don't know what year he's in, but McIver is a solid defender at that position and has been throughout the season. This is an important game for Marblehead because it's against one of their conference foes, and Marblehead comes into this game having lost 2 games earlier this week. They lost Monday to Lynn Classical 4-0. They lost Wednesday to Beverly 3-1. So it's important for them to try to get untracked after losing 2 straight games and win this one. With the end of the season in sight already, Marblehead has about 7 games left to play. In fact, exactly 7 regularly scheduled games left to play. Is Ulcay fighting for the ball. Gives it to Elder. It's out of bounds. Anyway, Marblehead has exactly 7 games left in the regular season. If they want to make the conference or the tournament, they should win 4 of those games, which may be tough. They've got to win approximately 4 out of 7 games. They've won 4 games so far. They've lost 5. They've tied 3. Not a great record, but with the rest of the conference coming in, they've got some, I'd say, relatively easy games that they should be able to win if they can play together and, of course, avoid injury. Salem, on the other hand, has nothing to lose. They've won one game. They're not likely to make the tournament. They're a young team with primarily sophomores and juniors on this team. I think they have 5 or 6 seniors. But the key players are the younger players. So it's sort of a rebuilding year for Salem. And they can be dangerous because they have nothing to lose. And this is, after all, the Northeastern Conference. In goal for Marblehead is Pierce Law, the regular keeper. Fighting for the ball. Salem gets through. Shot on goal. The first shot on goal by Salem, and it went over everything. Goal kick from Marblehead. Taking the kick is Brady, number 24. Gets it out to midfield. Controlled by Colgar. Over to Elder. Dribbling the ball nicely there. Number 21, Liam Healy. Poulin hips the ball out toward midfield. With it is Kai Ulcay. Sends it forward to Colgar, number 11. Salem keeper is out. Makes the play. Paul Elder fighting for the ball. Good play. Elder over to 21, Liam Healy. Can't control it. Back to the keeper. That dangerous play. But the Salem player could not keep it in front of him. Salem on the attack. The first game Marblehead played this week on Monday was a close game for most of the first half. They played Lynn Classical pretty evenly. He was an offside. Called by the ref. The offside indication is when he holds his hand up in the air on the kick, on the free kick. It usually indicates offside. This should be off Salem. And it is. The ref is hard to hear from up here, but the players pretty much know what's going on. It could have been a handball. It wasn't called. Fighting for the ball, Kai Ulcay, number 7. Here's Brady kicking the ball out. Is it a corner? Could be a corner. I believe it is for Salem. Anyways, I was saying in the game against Lynn Classical earlier this week on Monday, Marblehead played them pretty evenly the entire first half. The score was 1-0 until about the last minute of the half when Classical scored to make it 2-0 at the end of the first half. Classical came out like gangbusters to begin the second half, scored pretty quickly at about the 10-minute mark. And that seemed to, and Ian McIver got hurt somewhere during that interval. And that seemed to take the fight out of Marblehead. For some reason, their defense was not as good, and they didn't play as aggressively. Lynn Classical just took it to them and ended up winning the game 4-0. There's a nice ball, nice cross, beautiful cross. Rushing to get it is number 16, Will Gaddis. Fighting for it. A little bit of hand contact there. And it's a Salem throw-in. Salem on the attack, crossing toward the middle. Paul Elder, nice play. His ankle seems to be pretty good. He stopped that with his ankle. Nice give and go. Having a hard time getting it out of their end. Number 9 for Salem is their captain. He seems to be the sweeper and an all-around good player. He's only a junior. Here's a nice ball by Elder out to Ulcay. Running for it. Trying to set up a cross. Brings it in. He's onside. Can't quite get it to Ulcay, number 11. There was a shot on net. It was number 12, Henry Poulin. Over to Elder. Elder crosses. Elder does a nice job of crossing the field, changing the field. Here's a nice ball by Ulcay to number 15, Jacob Ulcay. Running it down, number 23, Jamie Martin. Liam Healy keeps it in. Salem with the ball. Possession. Oh, nice steal there by Chris Coker, number 5. Will get us after it. Can't quite control. But there's Poulin trying to keep the ball in, sending it up. Over to midfield. Salem on the attack right now. Trying to get by Brady. Cannot. Elder. Salem on the Marblehead side of the field. And that is a goal kick. For those of you who have not seen the field or any of these games, the 5 sets of lines are for the 5 different high school sports that are played on this field. The white lines are the football lines. The yellow lines are the soccer lines. The soccer field being slightly larger. Oops, there's Salem threatening. Nice play there by Elder. Great stop by Elder in the stopper position. He stopped it. Salem on the attack once again. This cold guy trying to push it forward. It's Ulcay with the ball. Salem kicks it out. It'll be a Marblehead throw in from deep in the Salem end. Gaddis crosses toward the middle. Core guard tries to get a shot on net, and just wide of the net to the left side. Goal kick Salem out to midfield. Trying to keep it in, number 16, Gaddis. He does, bringing it in. Tries to get to Ulcay. Salem kicks it out. It's a throw in by Marblehead, for Marblehead. Colgar tries to control, does. Over to Ulcay toward the middle. As Brady gets by Brady. Brady fighting for it. Brady controls it. Nice play. Gar with the ball. Sends it up. That's the offside. It wasn't called. Jacob Ulcay. That was a dangerous kick. Called by the ref. It's a free kick from Marblehead. No, it's a throw-in. Off Salem. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, the 5 lines, 5 different colors of lines for the 5 different high school sports played on this field. A white for football, yellow for soccer, blue for field hockey, and nice ball offside. The 2 lacrosse, boys lacrosse and girls lacrosse have a different size field. That should be offside too. Not called. Anyway, that was off Salem. But the red and yellow lines, red and orange lines, I should say, are for boys and girls lacrosse. Hence, 5 different colors on this field, all sewn into the field turf that we have. Beautiful surface, perfectly level, drains extremely well, and it's used not only by the high school teams, it's used by the older men's soccer teams, and also by youth football teams. And it seems that anyone else who is interested in using it is allowed to do so. Great, great accomplishment for Marblehead. Here we have a timeout for Salem as they try to adjust their attack. The score, there is no score right now. It's a scoreless first half, 0-0, with 26 minutes and 12 seconds left in the half. So far, Marblehead's play has not been inspired or inspiring. They've had a couple of shots on net, but this is a team they should easily dominate, and they are not doing so. But as I said, Salem has nothing to lose with this game. I mean, they can play however they want, and they're unlikely to make the tournament, so they're probably loose and taking it easy. But as I was saying, it is a critical game for Marblehead because they've got to win 4 more games to make the tournament. We have another game coming up on October 25th against Winthrop, I believe. That is another game that Marblehead should win. But with this team, it's hard to tell. They haven't really dominated anybody. They've won games, but they have no blowout wins. They haven't really dominated even the teams they should dominate. Brady is exceptional as sweeper. He's played that position for the last couple of years. He's a junior and one of the strong defenders on this team. Exceptional defense. Marblehead defending, Salem trying to cross. This one's off Marblehead. It'll be a Salem throw-in. Off Marblehead again. Paul Elder tries to get it out. Can't quite do it. Salem trying to, nice play there by Wickar, number 15. Kogar, that's off Salem. Martin with the throw in, back to Martin. Tries to get it off to Wickar, and he does. Nice sideline pass. That should have been a handball. It could have been a handball. Not called. Number 9 is Salem captain and sweeper, playing good defense. Jamie. Ulcay trying to get it by. Can't quite. Elder defending. Cross. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Shot on net. Pierce Law could not hold on to the ball. He had that problem in the game against Lynn Classical. He got the ball in his hands and couldn't hold it. It fell in front of him, and there was somebody there to pounce on it. So the score with 23 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half is 1-0, Salem. In the game against Lynn Classical, there were several balls that bounced right in front of the net, and the Marblehead defense seemed to be standing around and letting the other team shoot. We hope that won't be the case in this game, but Colgar is being held on that play, and it is a Marblehead free kick. Anyway, we hope that won't be the case. That if the ball is bouncing in front of the net, one of the defenders will get to it before the Salem player does. Kick toward the net. Now, when the ball is kicked back to the keeper, he cannot pick it up, or it is an indirect kick. If it's headed back to the keeper, he can pick it up, but not if it's kicked back to him, which is why he has to kick it out. He can't pick it up, even though he has plenty of time to pick it up. He's got to kick it. Elder. Gar trying to spring. Offside. Wasn't called. Well, guess we're not watching the same game. It seemed to me that Ulcay was offside. Coming in for Marblehead is number 21, Liam Healy. And coming out is number 11, Colgar. Healy will be playing the forward position, it looks like, on the left side. This is a kick. Gaddis with the ball. Marblehead's having a hard time getting on track here. Their offense leaves something to be desired. That could have been offside, wasn't called. It goes out anyway. Marblehead's throw-in was way inside the yellow line. All right. That one picked up by Pierce Law. Trying to keep it in is Ulcay. Can't do so. Healy heads the ball out. Brady with a big boot. Running to get it is Alvarez, number 17. Can't quite get there before the keeper does. Oh, Elder's being grabbed on the shoulder. That's a good defense, I suppose. Anyway, there's Elder with the ball. Sent it toward the middle, way offside, not called. Well, there's where you get into the one of the difficult calls. I would have said the player was offside, but the rule is if the players spring after the ball is in the air, even though they're in an offside position when the ball lands, they are not technically offside, which is how the ref seems to have called that play, because Marblehead had 3 players in white shirts beyond the red-shirted players of Salem, and this resulted in an easy goal for Marblehead. The players did begin to run after the ball was in the air, and I suppose if you look at it that way, they were not offside. Pretty simple. So anyway, at the 18-minute or 19-minute of the first half, we have a score for Marblehead, and the score is now 1-0. Quite possible that this will be what Marblehead needs to get on track. There's Alvarez going for the ball. Can't quite get to it before number 9 for Salem, their keeper, or their stopper. Sweeper, I should say. Okay, finally got it right. Gets to it. Alvarez with the throw-in. It's Jamie Martin, sorry. Good boot, Brady going for it. Nice header. Back to Ulcay. Oh, that's a nice play. The sweeper for Salem headed it back to his goalkeeper, who was then able to pick it up. Brady with a boot. High. Headed up into the air. Elder fighting for it, gets it. Healy called for a push, it looks like. Salem trying to get this ball out quickly. Brady after it. Controls. Sends it out off the far side, or off the near side. So with 16.5 minutes left in the first half, we have a tie score, 1-1. Brady trying to control. Martin kicks it out. Salem throw in. Calker tries to get it up. Can't quite. Here's a good ball. Salem keeper's way out. Empty net if we can get it toward the net. No, it's a tough play to try to make. Salem keeps the ball in play. Good D, good D. Beautiful D. Brady's bringing it up. Brady will do that, but trying to bring the ball up the middle is pretty hard to do. Back to Brady. Brady with the ball. He's on the attack now. Which is okay as long as the defense gets back. Gaddis right there. All over the field. Elder. Alvarez. Ahead for Alvarez.